Hi everyone, I'm Rui, and on the previous Alarm Console videos we learned mostly how to organize and filter. This video is about what you can do to the alarms themselves. They're alarm features that help you handle the actual records displayed on your alarm tabs. But it's easier if I just show you, so let's get to it. When alarms enter the system, they'll be displayed in bold, so you know they're new. When you select one or more alarms, they'll no longer be displayed in bold because they'll be considered to be red. You can see how many alarms you didn't read yet in the Alarm tab header here. Alarm records that you have read and are not bold can be set back to unread and will become bold again. However, read and unread alarms are a personal user setting. It has no influence on how others see the same alarms. You can copy a bunch of alarm info to the clipboard. In fact, you can decide exactly what you want to copy. There are a few options immediately available. You can quick copy the cell you clicked on, all visible columns, all columns, and finally you can customize exactly which columns you'd like to copy. Very convenient. As a super duper bonus, you can copy the whole tab page to, say, an Excel sheet by simply dragging and dumping it there. The side panel shows alarm details. You can hide and show this panel. You can even double-click an alarm to see its details in the side panel, but you'll need to configure the alarm double-click action to do that. By default, double-clicking will just open the element card. Now, there's something more that we haven't configured yet on the system, but I'd like to show you anyway. It's the ability to expand your right-click menu with additional items. These custom items make use of alarm properties to do things. Let me pull up another system just for a second so that I can show you what I mean. See, these are additional menu items that were custom added, like adding a hyperlink to a ticketing system using the alarm ID, or maybe launch an executable using a specific field as an argument, or launching an interactive script. Pull up the respective view in the multi-viewer. So you get the idea. Here's a more concrete example. This is an alarm on a Microsoft server. There's a menu item that opens a Google Maps web page with the location of this server. This is possible because the URL is composed by using these element properties, in this case geolocation properties. So, if you're an administrator, just know you can add custom items to your own system via the hyperlinks XML file. Let's go back to Zine. So when metrics return to their normal behavior, a cleared alarm is created. They're green. It marks the end of the alarm lifecycle. When the automatically remove cleared alarms option is enabled, no clear events are shown. That means alarms are removed as soon as they're cleared. When it's disabled, however, the cleared alarms remain. In other words, alarms that were cleared stay in the tab page as cleared green alarms. So you're going to start seeing plenty of green. Now, when you right-click, you can manually remove all cleared alarms. Or you can select the view and then click on Remove Selected Cleared Alarms to get rid of those. Okay, history tracking. If we disable it, the life cycle of each alarm will not be attached to it. Instead, it will show up as separate alarm records in the list, as if they were independent. By default, history tab pages have this option disabled. Otherwise, you'd mostly see cleared alarms, since most of the alarms in a history tab were already cleared. Remember that power supply unit in the DVB-T transmission service that tends to fail intermittently? Here, if we disable this setting on this tab, we can actually view those alarms independently instead of a collapsed alarm tree. Alarms that are not at the top level of their life cycle, if you're looking at a record that is not the most recent in the alarm tree, are indicated in italic and use light gray font color. Okay, same applies to correlated alarms. When disabled, correlated alarms will be shown as separate alarm records. Now, if you got auto clear disabled and history tracking enabled, this means that when an alarm is cleared and then it reappears again, it will result in a separate alarm tree. This can be confusing, which is why you can manually combine these alarm trees to produce a better overview without affecting other alarm trees currently in the tab. Look at this server running Windows. There are CPU spikes causing a warning that tends to get cleared soon after. Meanwhile, I have a bunch of alarm trees on the same element, same metric, all because I have auto clear disabled. So all you have to do is click on Merge Alarm Trees. And there you go, much better. You can of course merge them only if they're too close together, based on the amount of seconds between them. Alright, I'm running out of time and I've only covered half or less of the alarm features that I wanted to, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up here and continue in a separate video. I'll link that down below, so be sure to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe also. I hope you enjoyed this demo and I will see you on part 2.